Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. In 2026, this is officially the first video that I'm filming in the year, and excited to start it off with December's shipment of Atlas coffee. So I've been sitting on this one for at least a week and a half now, and I've been waiting to try it because I haven't really had too much time to film, and I thought today was the perfect time right before work. So we're going to cut this open, we're going to brew an espresso, and we're going to do a Yeti pour over as well. So let's get this box cut open and let's see what's inside. Let's see what it is. The last one we had was Tanzania in Africa. Maybe this one's going to be a Central American one if I had to guess. We haven't had any from there in a while. Oh, look at that. Mexico. I wasn't too far off. Very cool. We'll try to hide the tasting notes. Pretty bag. Alright, here it is. Let's get these out of the way. This is your typical postcard that they send in with each of their shipments. And then we're looking at the Huatusco region or sub-region. I think it's called Veracruz, 1,400 meters above sea level. It's a wash coffee as well. And we're looking at a medium roast. I guess they changed the roast preference for my account from light to medium. A little bummed about that, but I'll see if I could get that change for the remaining shipments that I have. But let's get this cracked open and let's see what these beans look like. Really excited to try Mexican coffee. Haven't had coffee from Mexico in a while. So excited to see what we have in store for us. Okay, here we go. This is medium right here. Has a very nice smell. Let's get these grinded up. We're going to start with the pour over first because I already have the kettle on and I want to get this ready. So we're going to do a 1:16 ratio. So 16 grams in, 256 grams out, I think it is. And we're going to use the Yeti pour over for this one. It seems like, just based on some of the comments I've gotten regarding me using a Chemex for a pour over, I think the move is to just get away from the Chemex for single pours. Not exactly sure why. I haven't looked that up, but from what I understand, from what others are saying, stick with a V60, or in my case, I could use the Yeti pour over since it's somewhat designed off of the V60 from what I remember reading. So I need to get a little bit more friendly with the Yeti for pour overs. Maybe I'll just stick with using the Chemex for when I'm making coffee for others. Oh, perfect. Water's boiled. So hopefully you guys have a good angle. Water is boiled and ready. So we'll let that cool down just a tad. But the holidays are behind us now. Hopefully everyone had a nice holiday. Not sure what everyone celebrates, but in my household, we celebrate Christmas, and obviously we're going to celebrate New Year's. Both were really nice. Had to work Christmas Eve, so I guess I ended up missing that family party down here in Philly, unfortunately. But Christmas Day was nice, and New Year's was nice too. Had to work on New Year's as well, but it was a nice time. Either way, I'm trying to think. I'm going to put this on 22 because every time I get Atlas coffee, when I brew an espresso, the crema is really thick upon arrival. So I'm going to assume this is freshly roasted. And let's do it. All right, let's get the filter heated up. Actually, let me check what the temperature is first before I just go blindly pouring this out. I did get a bag of coffee as well for Christmas, which I will happily review with you guys. It's this here, Elixir's brunch blend. What we'll do is, and this is going to be a little bit of a change up for this year, but I think once a month I'm going to incorporate an espresso video plus like a workout or a run or something. Since fitness is something that means a lot to me, I want to somehow incorporate it into the channel since it's something I really do enjoy. Hopefully it's something you guys will like, but either way, it's something I do want to try out. So excited to see how that turns out. I would like to do something, like I said, once a month, but we'll see how it goes. I don't have anything filmed yet. I've been nursing a groin injury from soccer. So outside of the Elixir, these are the other, I have one more. These are the other coffees that I do have from when we roasted together. Those videos will be up soon, or should be up, have been put up by now. So there's a chance you're seeing that for the first time, or you've seen that already. But we roasted that on the 30th, so we still have another week and a half before we could grind those up. All right, so the water is currently at 207. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour out water and get the filter warmed up, and then we'll let it drop to 200 for the pour. So I will take off the cap, and then I'll also get you guys set up as well with an overhead. So my fiance somewhat figured out a nice little trick for us to use. All right, got some water in there, water in the mug. Let me get the overhead shot set up, and then we'll get the pouring. All right, water's on. I mean, light flash is on. Jeez. All right, that cooled rapidly. Let's get the lid back on. We'll get the coffee poured in. And then we will get to pouring. We're going to go for our bloom first, 32 grams. Oh, shit. Great. Well, totally messed that up. We're probably at like 45 grams right now. Let that sit for another 30 seconds. Yeah, gotta do a little better, Nicky boy. There we go. So we wanted to do a 32 gram bloom, 45 seconds, 112 gram first pour, 112 gram second pour. So let's go for the first pour. We're gonna do 100 grams since we're over the weight for the bloom. We want 145. It smells chocolatey. Smells pretty nice. Move this a little bit. There we go. It's going down at a nice speed. We're at 1 minute 15 seconds. And then we're going to go for our final pour at 112 grams. This smells really nice, actually. Let's do it. Right there, done. Beautiful. We're gonna let that sit, get this out of the way. And then we are gonna prep for the espresso. We're at 2 minutes. Again, it's going down at a nice speed. I'm sure you could pick it up on camera. Yep, almost through. All right, at the surface, the water has gone through. We'll give it a couple more seconds and then we'll pull it up. That seems like it's good. All right, pour over's done at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So we have this put to the side. Let's get this espresso brewed. And we are going to shoot for 18 grams. I've had success with the elixir coffee at 18 grams. So I've been so married to the idea of doing 19 grams in for coffee. So I'm going to, there we go. I want to change it up a bit. Plus it'll get me an extra shot too in the long run of espresso. Oh, what am I doing? All right, you know what? We're gonna go with it. Do something different on the channel, you know? Change it up. Keep the viewers interested. All right. Smells nice. There we go. 18 grams. We'll grind it at the 6 setting, since I always think that's a fair starting point for us. Let's get this tared out. Oh. I'm on my last bag of filters too. Porta paper sized. I know I brought this up in the past, but I'm going to order these again, but I'm going to get the slightly smaller size compared to this. This one was 54 point whatever. I need 54 on the dot, I think, for next time. All right, tared. Oh, great. Move this to 6. And we are, hold on, let me do it one more time. There we go. We are ready to go. All right, 18 in, 17.5 out. Wonderful. Let's try this again. We got a little bit more. 17.7. So we lost 17.8. So we lost 2.2 grams. We could work with that. Let's get the WD-T tool out and my tamp, and we'll get this guy prepped and ready to go. Oh yeah, the other thing I haven't mentioned yet, or I may have, I don't think I have, but I actually just got offered a job recently, out of the blue, surprisingly. So I do start this new job on January 19th. I'll be working back into the world of CPG, which is consumer packaged goods, in the world of food and beverage. So like really excited to get back into there. It is somewhat of a marketing position, but I'm more of an accounts manager, helping these brands who partner with us with their demo programs as our primary function. I think there are some other things that we do offer using our brand ambassador pool, but start that soon, January 19th. So super excited to really get back into the world that I know, that I feel like I do very well at, and most importantly, help these brands that make products that we believe in at the company to get out there and provide brand awareness in the regions that they're choosing to go after. So really excited. And what's great too about that job is it's remote, so I will be able to work from home or coffee shop or wherever I need to. So just really pleased to be starting this new chapter in my life. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed working at Whole Foods, but it's time to move on a bit. I won't get rid of it completely just yet. I will be doing it at like a minimum capacity for now, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But we're ready to pull the shot, so let's get you guys up close to see how this turns out. All right, let's get this lined up. That looks pretty good. Get the auto espresso function on, and let's see how this baby turns out. All right, here we go. I think we're good. I think we nailed it. Look at that crema. Sorry for the angles. 5, 6, 7. Nice. All right, a little over, but that's okay. 23 seconds, 39.4. Thick head of crema. Nice. What do you think, Rooster? He's eyeing it. He's eyeing it. He likes it. So before we have the espresso, we are going to try the pour over first. So let's give this a try. Well, let's at least see if it's cooled down enough. I don't know. It's not too. I mean, it's still kind of hot. Let's have the espresso first. It's a little hot. Espresso at least we could like kind of take off right off the bat. It's got a nice little smell to it. Wow. That's That's really good. That's really good in comparison to the other the other Atlas coffees. There is a little bit of a darkness to it, but there's almost like a nuttiness to it. It's really good. Not really good. I think it's good. Nothing like to scream home about, but that one had the most flavor depth. I don't know, because Tanzania wasn't that bad in the beginning, but then like as I kept drinking it off camera, I felt like it died out in terms of like an experience. Like it just turned into a bland espresso with no character. Like in the beginning, it was nice. I think that one was top two, like pronounced. I think Tanzania and Mexico are up there with the best flavor provided by the coffee. So yeah, I definitely tasted nuttiness. I can't really get anything else. There's no fruity notes, no citrus notes. Maybe a floral note is in there. What floral note? I don't know, but definitely it's. There's like I feel like there could be a floral taste. We'll check the flavor, the tasting profile after. Tasting notes. Holy moly, it's been a while. I shouldn't have done the espresso first because it's just such a strong drink. Let's see. So we have peanut butter, cacao powder, lime zest. Lime zest, interesting. Cacao powder, peanut butter. I definitely taste nuttiness. Cacao powder, I don't know. Lime zest, I guess I could see it. I could kind of understand where they're coming from with lime zest. Because I was going to say there is like a... But it's not savory is the incorrect word to use. No, I don't get much with the pour over. You could be right. I had someone comment on my Newberry Street coffee review, that using the Chemex with the ratio I used and the grinder wasn't optimal at all for that coffee. So it just had me thinking, like those are comments that maybe some people don't take too well, like, but I think that's such good positive criticism in a way to help us better learn what the hell to do. You know, I don't know. I like to learn through you guys. I try not to Google or search anything too much because it's like I do like to learn naturally. But at the same time, sometimes we have no choice. Like if we want to get the most out of what we have to do research, which everyone should do. In the world of pour over, I would like to learn through you guys. I try not to search anything at all. So I do appreciate that comment. Hopefully he keeps coming back to watch and better educate me as I keep going. So thank you for that information that you provided, because what I ended up doing was for that pour over, like you saw, I went with a 1:16 ratio, 16 grams in, 256 grams out, whereas in the past I was using a 1 to like 20 ratio, doing like 16 grams in and 300 grams out, which really should be 320 grams, but I shortened it. And I did do it once where it blew me away. I had a pour over or a coffee that was lightly roasted, used that ratio after reading a Reddit review, and I must have just perfectly nailed it because it came out fantastic, but have not been able to replicate that experience with any other coffee that I've had. So it's kind of a bummer. So instead of changing the ratios, I stuck with it and just kept drinking pour over after pour over with it, not enjoying it. So I didn't get anything with this one. So obviously there's some dialing in to do. The other thing he mentioned was the grinder. I don't have a good grinder. I know I said that before, but I need a grinder that doesn't have like the burrs that are meant for espresso. Grinding beans, fine. I need whatever the other burrs are. I think there's conical burrs and something else. Forgot which is which, but I needed the burrs that are meant for pour over. So I'm not really gonna buy anything for myself at all, at least until after the wedding. I want to keep using what I have and just doing the best I can with what I have. So I did do some research, and you can get away with making pour overs with my Baratza, but obviously it's not ideal, you know. So we'll see what happens. It's like saying, no, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep using it for now. That's all I have. I really don't want to be spending anything on myself until next year. It's very light. Maybe what I'll do is I'll drop it to a 1:15 ratio and see if that's any better. But that's what I have for now. Not bad. I'm gonna put this. I really wish I created like a chart, but this is definitely my second favorite Atlas coffee that I've gotten. Tanzania still is my number one. I liked it much better because it was a lighter coffee, and the experience I had at first was awesome, but it died out afterwards, which kind of stunk. Hopefully the long-term review of this one will be better than Tanzania, where it'll continue providing that flavor experience that I've had from the start throughout the whole lifespan of the bag. And we'll do, here it is, we'll do this one next. We're gonna do this one. I'll review this tomorrow, and we'll get a nice little workout along with it. So I have a kettlebell workout I have in mind that we could use this for. So we'll get a nice pre-workout with the espresso and get cracking on that. I have the video already recorded. I just have to get it edited of when I roasted these guys. So we'll review these on the 13th, at least on the 13th. We have 3 different roast profiles here. 2 of them are very similar, but time is different, so I wanted to change it up. But these are a little on the deeper into the medium, like getting close to the medium. Dark roasts, 425 degrees at 1508. 10 minutes 35 seconds at 4:30, and then another, that should say 4:30. I shouldn't say 4:20. That should be 4:30 at 14 minutes 43 seconds. I wanted to do 2 identical drop temps, but 2 different times to see what differences are in there. And my end goal is for the whatever remaining coffee I have, I want to find the ideal roast profile for that bean for my liking, so that I can continue roasting or trying to get to that roast profile for the remaining roast that I have with that coffee. After this one, we'll probably jump back into my Ethiopian coffee. I still have a lot of that left. there was another one, the Ethiopian and one other that we have a lot of coffee of. So I want to start flying through those. I'll start with the Ethiopian, and I did a lot of roasting with that one. So we'll try to re-experiment, find the right roast profile, and we'll just go crazy trying to continuously replicate the favorite roast profile. And yeah, that's all I have to say. The espresso and pour over are hitting. I'm feeling the energy, so I'm gonna go enjoy the energy and get a little rehab workout in for my groin. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had a nice holiday, and I'm excited to experience 2026 with you guys. So cheers. Have a good one.